You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's podcast. My name is Ahmet Turgut. Welcome. Next 15 minutes, we'll talk about what happened in the week 32, and we'll also talk about non-stop football that's going on in the Turkish Super League, starting on Tuesday and going on Thursday with the week 33, and then week 34 will start back on Saturday, and it will finish off on Monday. So, very busy schedule coming up for a lot of teams as we go into the last 10 weeks of the season. For some teams, it's going to be 9 weeks. As you know, some teams have bye each weekend. So, in this coming week 33 weekend matches, which is playing starting on Tuesday, Galatasaray will have bye while the other teams play. Now, let's talk about week 32nd, what happened this weekend. While Beşiktaş and Galatasaray losing their matches, today on Monday, Fenerbahçe at home with their new rookie coach, they won their match against the last place team in the Turkish Super League. 1-0. So, with this score, Fenerbahçe is back on the track to chase the title. Not only they won the match today against Denizlispor, they also captured the second place from Galatasaray. Fenerbahçe reached 62 points while Galatasaray stayed at 61. That's why Fenerbahçe moved to second place. Beşiktaş is still in first place and with 64 points. As we look at some of the teams, as I mentioned to you on my last podcast, I was telling you guys that it was going to be a lot of surprising scores coming up in the week 32, which indeed it happened. A lot of the bottom teams, a lot of the teams are in relegation zones, won their matches. And these teams, I'm going to mention it again, in the next 10 weeks, they play a lot of match between them, and also they're playing against the teams who are fighting for the title. So, nothing has finished yet as we go into the last 10 weeks in the Turkish Super League. I could tell you this. After what happened this weekend, Beşiktaş losing against Kasımpaşa and Galatasaray losing in Hatay against Hatayspor 3-0. I could not pick one team that will be for sure will be the champion for this season. Not just yet. I still think Beşiktaş has one step closer to the championship, but they're blowing their chances just like they did this past weekend. So let's look at the week 32 results and scores for you. On Saturday, Kayseri was at home against Göztepe. That match was draw 1-1. In Sivas, Trabzonspor Sivas match ended 0-0 tie. In Rizespor hosted Fatih Karagümrük. That was 0-0 tie also. And Hatayspor, as I mentioned to you in my last podcast, because Hatayspor had 46 points and they need to win this match against Galatasaray so they could catch the 5th place Alanyaspor, and they did. And Hatayspor beat Galatasaray 3-0. Galatasaray look very bad. On Sunday, Erzurum at home against Konya lost to Konyaspor 2-1. Ankaragücü at home beat Antalyaspor. Ankaragücü is winning a lot of matches since their new coach Hikmet Karaman came into the scene. And in Alanya, Alanyaspor lost to another relegation team, Gençlerbirliği, 2-1. This was upset. This was very, very upset. So Gençler Birliği at away match beat Alanya 2-1. And Başakşehir at home beat Yeni Malatyaspor 3-1. And on Sunday, the last match of the Sunday, Kasımpaşa at home beat Beşiktaş 1-0. Beşiktaş did not look good in the first half and in the second half. Whatever happens after the national break, all these big teams are struggling. It's either not enough time to practice with all the players before these matches, and that's what happened to Beşiktaş, and that's what happened to Galatasaray in the week of 32. And on Monday, today, Fenerbahçe at home, as I mentioned to you a little while ago, they beat last place team, Denizlispor, with 1 goal. They won the match. After their winning the match, they have started a new thirst for the title. Now, after these matches played on week 32nd, Beşiktaş sits on top with 64 points. Fenerbahçe is in second place with 62 points. Galatasaray is in third place with 61 points. And fourth place team, Trabzonspor, has 56 points. Fifth place team, Alanyaspor, who lost at home this weekend against Gençler Birliği, has 49 points. And the team beat Galatasaray, Hatayspor, is in sixth place with same points with Alanyaspor, 49 points. So that's how the top looks so far. But the bottom of the league, it's just so mess. It is so hot. Even, as you know, because we have 21 teams in the league, we're going to have 4 teams drop to the lower division this season. The last team, Denizlispor, has 25 points, which is in 21st place. 20th place, Erzurumspor, is in 20th place with 27 points. 19th place, Gençler Birliği with 30 points. 18th place, Kayserispor with 32 points. 17th place, Ankaragücü with 32 points. Another team, 16th place, Malatyaspor, has 32 points. So you have Kayseri, Ankaragücü, and Yeni Malatyaspor with all 32 points. And 15th place, Başakşehir, the last season's defending champions, with 33 points. 14th place, Kasımpaşa, with 34 points. That's why, as I mentioned to you in my last podcast, this was a huge match for Kasımpaşa. If they would have lost this match, they would have been right into the relegation zone. And 13th place, Rizespor has 35, and the other teams like Antalya with 39 and Konya 39. All these teams that I just mentioned to you, they're still in the danger zone. Even though Denizli and Erzurum has the lowest points with 25 and 27, the teams with 30 to 39 points, even 40 points, next 10 matches, if they don't win their matches, they're going to be one of those 2 teams most likely will go down to a lower division. So there's going to be a lot of match to play yet. And also playing non-stop football in the Turkish Super League, it does not help. Because as this week 32 ended on Monday, week 33 will start on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, we have 3 matches. Tuesday, April 6th. Göztepe will be hosting Rizespor. And Fatih Karagümrük will be at home against Hatayspor. And Trabzonspor will host Kayserispor. On Wednesday, you have 4 matches. On Wednesday, April 7th. Gençler Birliği will be at home against another relegation zone team, Erzurumspor. See what I'm talking about? They are playing to each other while they're struggling in the bottom. Konyaspor will be at home against Ankaragücü, another very important team, important match for both teams. The reason? Because Konya loses this match against Ankaragücü or lose points or point, it's going to be tough for them. In Antalya will host Sivasspor, and Beşiktaş on Wednesday, April 7th, Beşiktaş will host Alanyaspor in Istanbul. On Thursday, Denizli will be at home against Kasımpaşa. Gaziantep will host Başakşehir. And Yeni Malatya will be at home against Fenerbahçe. And Galatasaray in the week 33 will not play. They will have a bye. While Beşiktaş and Fenerbahçe plays, let's say if they win their matches and Galatasaray not earning any points in the week 33, that's not going to be good for Galatasaray. So after these matches played Tuesday through Thursday in the Turkish Super League, week 34 will start back on Saturday, April 10th. Here are the matches for week 34. Hatayspor will be at home against Göztepe. Rizespor will host Trabzonspor. Galatasaray will be at home against Fatih Karagümrük. Not an easy game for Galatasaray. On Sunday, Sivas will host Konya. Ankaragücü will be at home against Gençlerbirliği. This is a match, must-win match for both teams. Kayseri will be hosting Antalyaspor. Erzurumspor will host Beşiktaş. On Monday, April 12th, Kasımpaşa will be at home against Yeni Malatyaspor. Alanyaspor will host Denizlispor. Fenerbahçe will be at home against Gaziantep. And in the week 34, Başakşehir will have a bye. Now, after week 33, Galatasaray not playing, having a bye, Fenerbahçe will have a bye later on, and Trabzonspor will have a bye later on too. So, while Beşiktaş plays 10 games, Galatasaray will play only 9 matches, and Fenerbahçe will play only 9 matches. Now, as far as the title chase, it's still the German position it's the Beşiktaş, first place. They're ahead with 64 points, and Fenerbahçe has 62 points. There's 2 points difference with Fenerbahçe, and there's 3 point difference with Galatasaray. All they have to do, they have to win their matches. If they don't win their matches this weekend, which is on in the middle of week 33, and week 34 on the weekend, this coming weekend, if they don't win both of their matches, Beşiktaş will be in trouble. Abubakar is hurt, their striker, and Galatasaray has a lot of problem with their roster. Some players have COVID, some players are injured. Fenerbahçe, they won their match against Denizlispor, the last place team in the league. They struggled, but somehow they found the way to win the match. So it is going to be a struggle for title chase and staying in the Super League for some teams. So whenever you listen to your podcast, listen to my podcast. See you next time. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut.